the Simi Valley Isoplex, the Matador Sports Network is proud of its coverage of CSUN. The Matadors open up a 2-game series against the Simi Valley Blackhawks. Good evening, everyone. Ready to have a long CSUN into the season last week. Sean Callback. Scoring 2 goals. Andre Ramirez on the goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Facing Hungary, Santa Clara team here tonight. Santa Clara so far is 0-3 this year, losing to Cal and San Jose State twice. Broncos still searching for their first win of the year. It's also big because this is the first matchup between these two teams since 2011 and 2012, when both teams were in Division 4. Santa Clara is San Jose first in Division 2. So the first time almost 7 years since CSUN and Cal Santa Clara. When we come back, we'll be the opening matchup and rock the puck on the Matador Sports Network.
You said orange is still red, right?
Yeah.
Is it just red that it's bad?
Like you might see it a little chocolate, usually it's that, and it should go away after a while. And sometimes you have to squeeze this together. So, but there's not really much to do. I'm gonna post
Like we are just going to go ahead and drop the puck this evening. No starting lineups nor national anthem. So the goalie for Santa Clara is Ryan Clara. He used to play for UC San Diego. Vincent Seppi, the senior from Simi Valley. Last year he made 14 starts, 18 appearances, 10 full record, 2.77 goals against average, 907 save percentage, and 1 shutout. The Sean Callback line starts. John Michael Lorne, Andre Ramirez, the wingers. Zach Carnes and Matt Bushton, the starting defensemen. Scratch tonight for CSUN, Jack Titer, as well as Caleb Bean and Ross Ponce. The first meeting between these two teams since January of 2012. Shot by Lauren is held by Corvo. So Santa Clara, again, 0-3 this year. They lost to Cal, and they were shut out by San Jose State. Lost the back end of that doubleheader to the Spartans as well. So searching for their first victory. As we mentioned during the pregame show, Santa Clara still in the PCHA, which moved up to Division 2 seasons ago. Yeah. George Resnick wins the draw to DJ Howell. His first career starts. DJ Howell from Saratoga. He's been recovering from jaw surgery, number 14 out there right now for CSUN. Good to see Howell getting his first real action as a Matador. And a shot skips wide by Carnes, picking it up Christian Parks. An assist in his Matador debut. Here comes Santa Clara's Brendan McMahon. McMahon back check ball by Bushton. Player falls, Nolan Bowers. Carnes carries it out in front, stick aside by Corvo. And that goes out of play. 1 minute 9 seconds into this one. CSUN, of course, trying to move to 2-0 this year before their big Arizona road trip next weekend. They're going to be at NAU in Flagstaff, and then 2 games against Grand Canyon in Phoenix. And Grand Canyon just swept NAU in Flagstaff, so GCU looks to be very good this year. It's going to be a tough roadie. Alex Marbach shoots, stick aside by Corvo. Matt Hoover make that Cameron Rourke with the puck. He shoots, glove save, Corvo. So Santa Clara, not exactly a full roster. Looks like they have around 15 skaters. 18:38 remaining here in the first period. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight on the Matador Sports Network. Rourke, a backhand bid, wide of that. Now it's picked up by Matt Hoover. Hoover has Jaime Velasquez, his shot's blocked, and it goes out of play. A stuttered start to this one. Santa Clara, the last 2 years in the PCHA, has made the PCHA championship game, losing to San Jose State 2 years ago, and they lost to UC Santa Barbara, who's now in the Matadors Conference, the WCHC last year. So Santa Clara has been a rather good team in the PCHA the past couple of years. They've made the PCHA final 3 times since the Matadors have moved up from the PCHA in Division III in 2012, 2013. Rourke still with the puck. This line had a good game last week. All zone time practically against Cal State Fullerton. Nick Gears in front, deflected wide by Hoover. Good to see Nick Gears out there. He couldn't make it to last week's game. The transfer from UNLV is a stalwart defenseman for the Matadors. Santa Clara is called for icing. One of the refs making sure Santa Clara is not allowed to change. Though Santa Clara used to play at Sharks Ice Fremont. Not sure if they still play there or just the regular Sharks Ice, which is only about 20 minutes away. Of course, Sharks Ice, the practice facility of the San Jose Sharks. Sharks Ice Fremont is a satellite to Sharks Ice there in San Jose. Puck dropped unfairly. 17:55 remaining in the first. CSUN all-time against Santa Clara is 7-0. The first time these two teams played against one another was the 2008 PCHA playoffs in Bakersfield. That was a long time ago. CSUN won that game. They have never lost to Santa Clara. Levi Bulls punches it down the wing. That's cleared out. All zone time for CSUN so far. John Dobercat absorbs it, chips it in behind the net for Quinton Abaya. Out front, deflected away from Grayson Zumalos. Zumalos double teamed, still with the puck, sends to Abaya. Eli Berenguts out front, stolen. Santa Clara a chance to clear. They can't yet. A run around by McMahon. Out front, deflects wide. Abaya drops for Zumalos. Has his pocket picked, and now it's cleared out by Chris Brown. Once again, that goes for icing. Santa Clara changed 3 players on that icing call. They're going to have to figure out who was out on the ice. Santa Clara University, a wonderful university in the Bay Area. Glad to see their program doing well. Jackson Morgus is their head coach. He's a former player for SCU. He was their best player back in the day. Very good hockey player, I believe from Wyoming if memory serves. Picked up by Craig Miller, stolen by Berengut to Abaya. Abaya can't get it in, it's cleared out. Dobercat back in off the glass. Back forward Cam Burke. Burke flushed out, turns the puck over momentarily, but still with it. Burke up the wing, followed by Carnes fresh off the bench. Berengut steps there ahead of Burke. And he's checked by Burke. Berengut out front for Callback. Callback spins away from Kyle Perez to the trailer Berengut. Now Alec Wilson's shot blocked. Nice job by Brown to get in the lane. Carnes holds the zone. Carnes in front. Lauren shoots, stopped by Corvo. Santa Clara skates the other way. And drawing a penalty there, Kyle Jarvinen. So Santa Clara gets the first power play, 15:59. Carnes heads off. Hooking call. Well, Vincent Seppi at the other end is yet to see a shot officially. Matadors penalty kill perfect 6 for 6 last week against Fullerton. They did score short and goal as well. Got it. Santa Clara approaches. Oh, it's callback. Lauren, Marbach, and Gears the penalty killers to start. And Rourke, a late goal in the third last week against Fullerton. A shorty, his third career shorty. Callback just tries to hit the pockets. And he does. Lauren trying to cut in. Defended well by John Winchester. Lauren still a force on the forecheck. Perez takes it back. And it's picked up by Will Vogel. Vogel hammered by Lauren. Gears with time. Takes a CSUN hop ball on the ice. Corvo way out to play it. Stabbed it just out of the reach of callback. About a minute 22 remaining on the power play. Santa Clara really yet to get set up. An errant pass goes through Marbach. Gears there with a good stick. Backhand bid from Dakota. Bid goes wide, and it's cleared up by Marbach. Burke back in. Santa Clara gets onside. Plenty of time for Marbach. And he makes no mistake this time. Ramirez up ice once again. Corvo way out. So at least to begin, a very active goalie, Ryan Corvo. And I believe he used to play for UC San Diego. It's a very familiar name. 42 seconds remaining on the power play. Marbach takes, sends all the way off the linesman. Big bump by Ramirez on Burke. Ramirez again. It's flipped to Nolan Bowers. Drop pass taken over by Ramirez. Ramirez stabs it around to the defenseman Aiden Rupert. Couldn't cut in the zone. One more clear by Marbach. Picked up by Parks. Almost on a breakaway. Stick checked away though by Burke. About 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Marbach chips it back into Santa Clara territory. Carnes up. And he's out. Not much doing there on Santa Clara's first power play. 13:50 remaining in the opening period. Stuff attempt by Howell, and he dislodges the net. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. CSUN certainly the more skilled of these two teams, at least early on. A lot more zone time for the Matadors. I think this weekend is all about good habits for CSUN, not wanting to develop any bad habits before the Arizona road trip. Rourke takes the draw against Perez. Perez wins it. Winchester up the wing, comes to neutral ice. Bulls steals from Perez. Bulls stick aside by Corvo, out of play. 13:28 remaining in the first period. For the first time these two teams played against one another, again, was the 08 PCHA playoffs in the first round. Matadors never played Santa Clara again in the playoffs. Played them a couple of times up in the Bay Area. 1 year, 09, I believe, Santa Clara was the opponent for senior nights. Deflected out of play off of the stick of Rourke. Face-off stays inside the zone. That was a memorable game in Matador lore because former goalie Geronimo Cibrero, who I don't know if he's watching tonight, but if he is, this will be a good memory for him. He proposed after senior night, his senior night. It was a very cool moment. Jarvinen into the middle of the ice for Perez. Defended well by Gobergat. Rourke steals 3-on-2 for CSUN. Rourke shoots and it's blocked by Winchester. Velasquez with the puck. the way across for Bulls. A wide open look, but in good defensive position, Winchester. Winchester's been a presence so far in the first period for Santa Clara. Dobercat reverses to Bulls. Bulls, bank pass out of the reach of Hoover. Sent back from where he came by Brian Weizenkamp. Velasquez to Dobercat, quickly O'Rourke. CSUN completes a change up ice. Vogelwood time. With a stick of Weizenkamp to neutral ice. Picked up by Berengut. Berengut to Zumalas. Zumalas curls away from the pressure, and he turns the puck over. Held nicely by Bushton. Still in the zone. Miller now able to skate through neutral ice. Miller drops it for Burke. Burke steps around Bushton, but Zumalas is there back defensively. Still no shots on Vincent Seppi. Zumalas stretch pass early to Berengut, but he gets there first. Berengut drops a Baya. Had Zumalas in front, stick to side by Rubert. Pushed in down the wing for Abaya. Berengut's out front. Abaya tries to find Zumalas. Again, good defense by Perez this time. Bushton holds the zone. A run around for Abaya. Abaya tried to find Zumalas. Again, blocked by a Santa Clara defender. So Santa Clara doing a very nice job of defending so far, but they've got to get the puck up ice at some point. Get some pressure on Vincent Seppi. Berengut shoots, stopped by Corbo. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for Santa Clara. Just a matter of time before CSUN pops one. They keep up this pressure. Rubert with it as CSUN needs a change. 10:47 remaining in the opening period. Puck sent around for Burke. Closed in on by Lauren. Burke, nice little toe drag, creates some space. Makes sure he gains the red line, and Santa Clara completes the change. Carnes turns it over, and the shot stopped by Seppi off of McMahon. Yikes. Poor play with the puck that time by Carnes, but Vincent Seppi, I believe that went off, and then it went off at a post, and stayed out luckily for the Matadors. That may not even count as a shot on goal then, if it did hit the post. But it probably was counted as a shot on goal. Santa Clara's first of the game. Call back, kicked out. Ramirez takes the draw. And he wins it against Miller. Marbach up the wing. Race for the icing. And just getting there first, Winchester. 10:16 remaining in the opening period. And Santa Clara trying for their first victory this season. The PCHA now has Santa Rosa Junior College, San Francisco State, UC Davis, UC Santa Cruz, as well as Stanford. It's an all-Northern California conference. It's been that way for several years, ever since CSUN and COC left the conference in 2012. Assist machine so far this year. It's his fourth for Lauren, and it's his second goal of the season. The Matadors finally have the icebreaker at 10:06.
Northridge goal scored by number 6, John Moran. He is his number 4, Andre Ramirez.
Lauren assist. Lauren again, he's on Matadors top line. Bots the first one tonight. They had at least 3 or 4 against Fullerton last week. Turned over to Ramirez. Drops for Lauren. Ramirez again misses the net. What a give and go. This is a special line, this trio. Every time they're on the ice, you kind of perk up. Burke up the wing. And it does come to the red line. 2-on-2 right now for Santa Clara. Perez across. Brown. Brown's pass. Nobody's home. Marbach. All the way into Santa Clara territory. Handed off by Winchester. Winchester up the wing, held up by Wilson. Doing battle with Whiteson-Camp. Howell doesn't connect with Wilson, countering Whiteson-Camp. Wilson takes a look, chips it ahead for Howell. Howell, a Bay Area native. First ever game against a Bay Area team, Santa Clara. Howell, nice forecheck. Been impressed with his speed so far. And DJ Howell recovering from jaw surgery over the summer. And Howell picks up the loose puck. Drops it for Gears. Gears back from where it came. 50-50 puck. Parks checked by Whiteson-Camp. Gets it to Howell. And a shot stopped by Corvo off of Reznikov. Coming up on the 8-minute mark of the opening period. Reznikov, nice forecheck. Parks comes in to help. Whiteson-Camp puts his shoulder into Reznikov. And the puck deflects out of play. Face-off should come outside the zone, and it does, as it last run off a Matador. 7:50 remaining in the opening period. We'll see CSUN taking a break from WCHC play the next 2 weeks. They'll come back, go and play the University of San Diego for the first time ever after the Arizona road trip next weekend. Puck comes to the Broncos. Burke a bit of trouble with it, pressured by Rourke, able to skate away. Burke, a strong skater. Back checked well by Velasquez, picked up by Gears. Dobercott. It goes off of Bowers, played back in. Gears with plenty of time. Pass taken over by Vogel. D to D McMahon. Banks it up the wing. Actually, that's McMahon. Taken over by Gears. Plays to an open patch of ice. That's a Vogel with the puck. Turned over. Hoover walks in front. Shoot stop by Corvo. Good speed that time by Hoover. Dobercat activates. Punches to Rourke. Rourke to Hoover. Drops Gears in front for Velasquez. It's blocked by Vogel. Vogel ships it the length, and he did get the red line, no icing. Gears. Flip pass, perfectly to Rourke. Abaya fresh off the bench, heads to the net. And Rourke needs a change. 6:20 to go in the opening period. Abaya tripped up, that'll be a penalty. Touched by Jarvinen. CSUN's first power play at 6:13. A guilty party, Will Vogel. Tripping is the official call. CSUN's power play, pretty good start, 1 for 4 last week. Their first goal against Fullerton was a power play goal. Grayson Zumalasi takes the face off. Wins to Gears. The amount of firepower on this power play is pretty ridiculous. Gears, Carnes, Zumalas, Barongut, and Abaya. Carnes to Gears. Abaya in front, Zumalas, kept up by Corvo, rebound, Barongut blocked, and it comes to neutral ice. CSUN coming close there. Half a minute gone by on the power play. Carnes gets around the shoulder of McMahon. CSUN once again set up. Barongut to Gears. In front to Flex. Barongut all the way around. Zumalas heals his shot. Zumalos, great poise with the puck. Leaves for Barr, make it Carnes. Gears. Abaya. CSUN overload in the left side to an umbrella. Carnes shots blocked up by Bowers. Make that Perez. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Abaya. Zumalos. Shot stopped by Corvo. No traffic in front of Ryan Corvo. Zumalos drops for Abaya. Tried to feed to Barron, got to flex out of play. Faceoff stays inside the zone. 33 seconds remaining on the power play. The callback line hops over the boards. Lots of zone time still for CSUN, but not a lot of quality shots on Ryan Corvo. CSUN's got to do a better job of, first of all, getting traffic a little bit more in front of Corvo and getting some more quality looks. Callback takes the draw. And he wins it out of the reach of Bushton. Well, Bushton and Marbach to finish off the power play at the points. Callback. Waiting for some help. Gets it in Bushton. Bushton's shot blocked. Rebound. Ramirez stopped by Corvo. Then callback shot to flex over the nets. Marbach. Bushton to callback. A front through. Actually, that was Ramirez to callback. 3 seconds left on the power play. Bushton's shot is blocked by Miller. Took a bite out of him. Power play is over. Almost a breakaway there for Vogel. But Ramirez may have caught him anyway, and it's icing on Santa Clara. So both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. 4:06 remaining in the opening period. John Michael Lauren is second of the year from Andre Ramirez, the difference. Craig Miller, who is still limping for Santa Clara, has to stay out there. Well, Santa Clara's centerman really needs a change right now against Sean Callback. Callback wins to Marbach. Picking it up, Lauren. Callback. Lauren off of the crossbar. We beat Corvo, but couldn't beat the iron. Santa Clara still can't get a change. They get a single player change now, too. Meanwhile, Ramirez with speed. Can't get around the defense. Perez the other way. Perez rings it around the net. Seppi cuts it off. Still one shot unofficially for Santa Clara only in this first period. Bushton's pinned up. Lauren comes in to help, as well as callback. Puck comes to callback. Into that bevy of players. Settled by Vogel. His shot goes wide. Bushton able to skate away from Jarvinen. Cleared out. Once again a race for an icing. And Rupert gets there ahead of callback. 2:53 remaining in the opening period. Stay tuned during the first intermission. We'll recap the stats and scoring plays. Maybe talk a little bit more about this former PCHA rivalry between Santa Clara and CSUN. And Matadors trying to make it 8-0 all time against the Broncos. Callback takes the draw against Burke. Burke wins it. Played back to Winchester. His shot stopped by Seppi. Not a lot on that shot, obviously, but Santa Clara's unofficially second shot of the period. The CSUN gets a needed change. Reznikov against Burke. Burke once again wins it to McMahon. Taken over by Reznikov. Stepped up on by Winchester. Howell can't get around the defender Rupert. Howell once again. Backhand and scores! What a goal for the San Jose native DJ Howell, the true freshman, his first career goal at 2:31. Oh, a very good thing that DJ Howell healthy enough to play now. He is a really good pickup for the Matadors.
Scored by number 13, DJ Howell. The assist 11, Christian Parks. And number 3, Levi Bowles. Tied by goal 235.
Parks and Bowles pick up the assists. So that's Parks' second career assist for the true freshman. Levi Bowles, his first point of the season, his 112th career game. That's Bowles' 71st career point. 22 goals and now 49 assists for the fifth-year senior Levi Bowles. Lauren and Howell. CSUN up a pair. Dobrkat to Parks, gets his head up. Parks, nice move. Shoot stop by Corvo. Cleared out, taken over by Dobrkat. Dobrkat's got to be careful, dishes to Hoover. Hoover back to Dobrkat. Once again, he's got to be careful. Turns the puck over this time, but in good defensive position, Bowles. Bowles, pass off of Reznikov. Taken by Bowles once more. Well, there's Bowles, 50-year senior from Bakersfield. Trying to end his career at regionals, perhaps. That's the Matadors' goal this year, is to make regionals for the second time in 3 years. Shot scores, Hoover. Nice give and go with Aurora. So those goals coming just a minute and 16 seconds apart. That's Hoover's first goal of the year, his 11th career goal. Picked up by Velasquez. O'Rourke, who had a shorty last week, picks up an assist there. Loose puck picked up by Carnes. The Hoover, his 29th career game, 1 minute to go in the period. Again, his 11th career goal. Hoover, again with space in front, and Carnes is robbed by Corvo. His best save of the game by far there, Ryan Corvo. 40 seconds to go. Velasquez takes the skate. Velasquez gains the red line. Sends it on. Corvo. Picked up by Hoover. Hoover to Rourke. Santa Clara trying to clear. Cluster players dig for it. Takes a weird hop off the Zamboni corner. Santa Clara's not aware of that. Happens at least once a game here on the NHL sheet. A weird hop in the Zamboni corner. Just 7 seconds left. Puck was held in by Velasquez. That does it for the opening 20 minutes. All season, they may have had more goals than Santa Clara had shots. We'll double check that for you. Lauren, his second of the season at 10:06 at even strength. Then DJ Howell for the true freshman, his first career goal at 2:31 at even strength. Minute 16 seconds later, Matt Hoover, his first goal of the season, his 11th career goal, also at even strength. CSUN 0 for 1 on the power play. Santa Clara also 0 for 1. Back in a few moments to recap all the stats for you on the Matador Sports Network. Welcome back to the Simi Valley Isoplex. I'm Travis Van Note. Into the first period, CSUN 3, Santa Clara no score. John Michael Lauren opened the scoring at 10:06. His second goal of the season from Andre Ramirez at even strength. At 2:31, DJ Howell, the true freshman, got his first career goal, a very nice one. Backhander on Ryan Corvo, assisted by the other true freshman on his line, Christian Parks, and Levi Bowles at even strength. 1 minute, 16 seconds later, Matt Hoover scored his first goal of the season, his 11th career goal from Cameron O'Rourke, also at even strength. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Shots on goal in the first period, no surprise. CSUN 19, Santa Clara 4. And even that 4 is probably a little generous. I counted 2 shots for the Broncos, but at any rate, CSUN with 15 more shots on Santa Clara. Again, CSUN trying to make it 8-0 all-time against the Broncos. First meeting between these two teams since January 2012. That game was at Sharks Ice Fremont, Matador's final year in Division III. CSUN won that game 19-5. A couple of seasons before that, I believe the season before that, Santa Clara came to the Valley Ice Center, the Matador's former home, and CSUN swept that 2-game series. So I believe that was the only time that CSUN and Santa Clara had a 2-game series. It's been a one-sided rivalry all along ever since Santa Clara started a program in 2007. But again, the Broncos have had success in the PCHA the past couple of years. They've made the PCHA final the last 2 years, losing to San Jose State 2 years ago. And that was an interesting tournament because San Jose State was not in the PCHA. They were just invited to participate in the playoffs and ended up winning the whole thing. And then last year, Santa Clara lost in a shootout to UC Santa Barbara. So UCSB now in the Matadors Conference, the WCHC. They were PCHA champs last year before switching conferences against Santa Clara. So the Broncos trying to make that next step and win the PCHA this year. Again, they have to contend with Santa Rosa Junior College, San Francisco State, UC Davis, UC Santa Cruz, and Stanford. So in all Northern California Conference. CSUN, if you're not familiar, started the PCHA in 1971 when Kerry Adams started CSUN's hockey team and also started the PCHA along with UCLA and Caltech. CSUN moving on from the PCHA, they had to as they moved up to Division II. But a couple of years ago, the PCHA, even though they had Santa Rosa Junior College, they lobbied the ACHA and it was successful. They were allowed to move up to Division II. And now, of course, junior colleges can compete in Division II, whereas before it was only in Division III. So the PCHA has not really had anybody ranked since they've moved up to Division II. It's been a lower end conference, but trying to build the stature of that conference. Once again, Santa Clara looking to get on the winning side of the ledger so far tonight. They have to do much better in the final 40 minutes as CSUN dominated that first period over the Broncos. Zam is off the ice, as you can see. We'll take a break, and when we come back, second period action from the Simi Valley Isoplex on the Matador Sports Network.
Ever get a hot cocoa while you juice?
No, I just throw the Gatorade.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
I'm not doing this.
This ring is brutal. Once again, back at the Simi Valley Isoplex, I'm Travis Fanotti. Start of the second period. CSUN 3, Santa Clara no score. Matadors out shooting the Broncos 19-4.
Returning to the ice score, CSUN 1.
And Lauren from Ramirez. Howell, first career goal from Parks and Bowles. And Hoover from Rorick. Now, CSUN's gotten a goal from their top line, their fourth line, and their third line. Well, just the Zumalas line yet to get in the fray. Just total domination so far by CSUN over Santa Clara. Broncos only got in the zone sparingly in that first period. Second period begins 5-on-5, and the Zumalas line starts with Bushton and Carnes, the defensemen. So glad you've tuned in tonight on the Matador Sports Network. Game number 2 for CSUN. Game tomorrow against Santa Clara is at 9:15. And then the Broncos finish off their weekend against UC Santa Barbara. We're heading back up to the Bay Area. Zumalas against Craig Miller on the draw. Remember, he blocked a shot in the first period, but he's all right. And he wins the draw. Picked up, though, by Zumalas, leaves for Barangut. Barangut can't get around Burke. Burke loses an edge, but gets it to Jarvinen. Taken away by Carnes. Really good defensive play. 2-on-1. Actually, a 1-on-3 for Abaya. Picked up by Carnes. Walks through Burke. On the backhand, slides wide. And the Santa Clara net's dislodged. CSUN, obviously the faster club. But actually, it's not by much. Santa Clara is a pretty speedy club. They're a little bit on the smaller side. But CSUN, obviously, the much deeper of the two teams. That's always been Santa Clara's biggest issue, is depth. When guys like Jackson Morgus played for the Broncos, 8-9 years ago. They had top line guys who were very good, but they certainly lacked depth, and that's the reason why they couldn't beat the CSUNs, the COCs of the PCHA. Zumalas. Again, patient with the puck. When he turns it over to Binniger, held him by Wyatt. Barangut steps in front of the defenseman, Rubert. Picked up by Abaya. Barangut has to feather it in front for Zumalas. It actually gets there, and he curls it wide. Bushton comes outside the zone, brought back in offside. Just deflected off of the blade of Bushton outside the zone. A bit frustrated there, Matt Bushton. 1 minute, 8 seconds into the middle frame. Again, in a game like this, CSUN is looking for that 7-goal differential for the computer ranking. Ramirez lined up on the near side, just in your screen. His callback takes the draw. And Miller is kicked out. Jarvinen takes the draw. Swung in by Lauren. Vogel has some time. Reverses. Turns it over to Marbach. Carnes flips to Ramirez. Good D by Winchester. Jarvinen chips inside CSUN territory. Back for it. Gears. So that was actually Lauren, not Carnes, moments ago. So it's Gears and Marbach, the defenseman. Callback's shot stopped by Corvo. Callback drops for Gears. His shot's blocked by his own man, Lauren. Nice pirouette by Callback, but he loses his balance. Cleared out by Brown. That does go for icing. Nope, waved off the last second. So the back linesman had the icing. Forward linesman waves it off. Gears dumps in. First on at Lauren. Leaves for Marbach. His shot goes wide. Gears. In front off of Corriveau. Lauren. And it's blocked by Perez. Perez the other way. Back checked well by Lauren and Ramirez. Taps back for Winchester. Winchester. Pass doesn't connect. And this time it's icing. 17:28 remaining in the middle frame. Still all Matadors. Not much else to say about this one. Santa Clara's got to find a way to get more rubber on Vincent Seppi. Having trouble with the Matadors' speed certainly tonight. Reznikov against Perez. Reznikov wins cleanly. Parks leaves for Bowles. Back to Parks. Reznikov got a goal last week, his third career goal. Cycles for Howell. And his first career goal in the first period, the San Jose native. Gets against a Bay Area team. Very appropriate. Dobricott. Trying to find a shooting lane and deep for Parks. Parks curls away from Winchester. Shot gloved off by Corriveau. Rebound is chipped home by Howell. So Howell was able to get his stick free eventually. Chipping into the wide open net, his second goal of the game at 16:50. What strength by DJ Howell. In his Matador debut, he is impressed. That's another goal for the fourth line, which is very good to see. Howell now looking for the hat trick. Parks and Reznikov pick up the assist. So for Reznikov, it's his first assist of the season. For Parks, he's got a pair of assists tonight. So his first career multi-point game for the true freshman Christian Parks. Very good to see Matadors getting production from their fourth line, which hasn't always been the case in Division II. They've gotten production from 2 or 3 lines over the years. A couple of years ago, they had a strong 4-line team, seemingly this year as well, which bodes well when they play the stronger teams in the West region, the NAUs, the GCUs, when they go to the Beehive Showcase in Utah in November. Chipped in front, and Hoover right on the doorstep, but stopped by Corriveau. Carnes was cocked and loaded. Good stick position by Vinegar, clears out. Boy, Hoover inches away there from his second goal of the game. Carnes blows a tire. Well, Wilson's there. The 7th defenseman tonight, Alec Wilson. Roar clears out. Vogel goes through Jarvinen. Wilson on around for Carnes. Takes a weird hop off of the ref. But in good defensive position, O'Rourke takes the CSUN hop to Velasquez. Area pass for Hoover. Hoover, sharp angle bid stop by Corriveau. Hoover, good bump on Vinegar. Held in by Wilson. O'Rourke, as Hoover heads to the net, sends it there, stuck aside by Corriveau. Almost a beautiful give and go. Jarvinen closed off by Carnes, played further by Perez. Coming up on the 5-minute